So we welcome you all to this Sahaja Yoga meditation presentation program. Thank you for joining. So today in our session, we will be seeing a little bit of theory in the first part of the session, like what is Sahaja Yoga meditation, how the system works in us, and how it can help us to make ourselves a better person. Maybe we have some problems, we want to come out of the problem. Maybe we have some health issues. How can we solve our problems? Maybe you even have some emotional stress, any kind of problem. All these problems are coming from within us. And you will also be surprised that even the financial problems or even the job related problems, if you are having problems with your finance and money and job and problems in your marriage or problems in your family and people getting divorced, and all these problems are coming from inside us. It is not coming from outside us. It is very surprising to know that. We didn't know this before. So in the first part of the session, we are going to explain to you some theory about how the system works. And in the second part of the session, we are going to try out the practical meditation. And after the practical meditation, we will have an interactive session where we will share our experience. If you want to ask any questions, you can ask questions. So this is how it is going to be. So I am going to start the presentation. So if you have any doubts, you can stop me. You can feel free to interrupt me. Open your mic and ask questions. It need not be a one-way lecture. Let it be a two-way interaction. So, we would like to begin our session by introducing our teacher. Her name is Shri Mataji Nirmala Devi. Shri Mataji means in the language respected mother. Shri Mataji Nirmala Devi is her name. And she is the one who started this technique of Sahaja Yoga meditation in the year 1970. Now, yoga or meditation is not something new. It has always been there in our culture for thousands and thousands of years in the Eastern culture. This is not something new. But the technique of Sahaja Yoga meditation, that is new. We're going to explain what is new about it. Okay. And she has been nominated for the Nobel Peace Prize 2 times for her work to teach meditation to many people and bring about a peace within themselves, so as transforming the individual to bring peace about in the whole world. So she was recognized for her work and nominated for the Nobel Peace Prize 2 times. This is her life's journey. And Sri Mataji insists that meditation cannot be bought with money. So you cannot pay money for meditation. It is your own desire that you have to meditate. I cannot force you to learn the meditation. You have chosen to come here to learn the meditation. So I cannot collect any money from you for your desire. And you alone are going to continue the meditation, not me. Nobody is going to force you. Nobody is going to follow up with you. Nobody is going to push you to do the meditation. It is your sole discretion. It has to come from within, because it cannot be pushed from outside, or it cannot be bought with money. So Sri Mataji insists that no money should be collected for any kind of teaching of Sahaja Yoga meditation. Sri Mataji has traveled all around the world, and we have meditation centers in more than 100 countries. And none of the centers money is collected for teaching this technique of meditation. I have been practicing Sahaja Yoga meditation for 15 years, and I have not paid a penny to anybody to learn this technique, but yet I have benefited leaps and frogs from it. So, having said this, a small introduction about our teacher, Sri Mataji Nirmala Devi. So let us jump into the session right away. And just a minute. These ads, I think I have to pay money to stop the YouTube ads. Okay. So, this is you can see a representation of a human being, a human body, sitting in a lotus position, the famous meditation position, so-called. This is the gross physical body, which we are already aware of. How we are aware of? We are aware of it through our central nervous system. We can interact with our surroundings. We interact with our surroundings through our central nervous system. We can touch, we can feel, we can see, we can hear, we can communicate, talk and hear, we can smell. So these are all the senses we have through which we communicate with the outside world. But the senses are a bundle from our central nervous system. So through the central nervous system, we know that we exist. Nobody need to tell that I am Vijay and I am inside this body. Nobody need to tell me. I know that already. And if there is any problem in my body, I can feel it. If there is any problem in my mind, I can feel it. I can go to the doctor. I can correct myself. So this is the gross physical body, which we are already aware of. Okay. Now, beyond this physical body, there is also an emotional system within us through which we are happy sometimes, through which we are sad. Sometimes we cry, sometimes we laugh, sometimes we are depressed, sometimes we are joyous. So this is the emotional system within us. And beyond the emotional system is also a mental system within us. The mental system is the brain activity through which we think, we plan for the future, we act for the future. All these things are the mental activity. So we are very much aware of these three systems which exist within us: the physical, the emotional, and the mental system. Nobody need to tell us that we have these systems within us because we can feel it. Okay. So the Sri Mataji explains there is also another system within us, which is called as a subtle system. Subtle in Sanskrit is called Shukshma. Sukshma Sarira, they call it. That means a subtle body. So this subtle body is something, why it is subtle is because you cannot see it or you cannot feel it so easily. So it is hidden inside us in a subtle way. So it is called subtle system. That which cannot be seen or felt very easily, but it exists inside every human being and in fact every living being. This subtle system is made up of energy, basically. And these energies are concentrated on certain points. If you see in the picture, along the spinal cord, okay, there are 7 points. And at these 7 points, there are subtle centers, energy centers. They are nothing but points where energy is accumulated in the body. The people who used to meditate in those days in the mountains and who used to do a lot of austerity practices, they saw these energy centers as a rotating wheel of energy. Okay, so they called it as a chakra. Chakra in Sanskrit or the Indian language means a wheel. So this is a wheel which is rotating, and it is a wheel made up of energy. So it is called as a chakra. So there are 7 major chakras along the spinal cord. And also there are nadis. Nadi means a channel through which the energy circulates all around the body. So in the picture, you can see 3 main nadis, one blue in color, which is called the left channel, which is the emotional channel, one yellow in color, which is called the right channel, or the mental and the physical channel, and one white in color in the central along the spinal cord, which is called as the central channel. So central is Sushumna Nadi, and then left is Ida Nadi, and the right is Pingala Nadi. So there are 3 nadis. Basically, these are the very base foundation of our subtle system. Of course, there are thousands and thousands of chakras and nadis inside the body. There are more than 77,000 nadis in the body, which we are not going to go into details. It cannot be gone into details. There are so many. But these are the major classifications: 7 chakras and 3 nadis in our body. This is the subtle system. So now you can see the picture of the spinal cord. Okay, this is the main nerve from which branches of nerves go around the body, collect sensory information, and it sends it to the brain for the processing of the information in the brain. So if you ask the scientists or the doctors, they will say there are certain points in the spinal cord which is having bundle of nerves which are put together and they branch out and go all around the body. So these points in scientific terms are called as a plexus. Plexus is not the chakra actually, but it is a physical point where the chakras are located. Okay, the energetical chakra is located at those levels of the plexuses in the spinal column. And now the spinal column is a very important thick nerve, so it is protected inside the backbone, the spinal column, as you can see in the picture. So here is another representation of the subtle system, you can see. And this is how the chakras look within us, exactly with the colors and the symbols which are within us. The left channel is also called as the moon channel. As you can see, there is a symbolized the moon, and the right channel is called as the sun channel, Surya Nadi. Okay, these are the 2 channels. So this is the left channel, which runs along the left side of the body, and it is represented by the left hand. And in this picture, it is given the color blue. This is the left sympathetic nervous system, which deals with our past and our emotions, all our memories, all our habits, all our conditionings. Everything is recorded in our emotional system. So when the person is worried about the past or worried about what happened in the past and too much indulging in the past, such a person gets depressed. Such a person gets emotionally imbalanced because this is the emotional channel. So we have to correct this channel to bring about emotional balance within the person. Then the next channel is the right channel or the Pingala Nadi, which is represented yellow in color, which runs along the right side of the body, and it is represented by the right hand. The right channel is a more futuristic channel. It belongs to the future. So through this channel, we think and we plan and we act about the future. Now, when we go to the extremes of thinking and planning, then we exhaust more energy from this channel and we start developing diseases of the right side. The left side diseases are emotional and the right side diseases are physical. So problems like diabetes and cholesterol and heart troubles and blood pressure and all kinds of physical problems come from the right channel. Now, we are not saying that to avoid this problem, we should not think at all or we should not plan at all. We should think, we should plan for tomorrow. But some people are always over futuristic. They are always planning, always worried, and always anxiety about the future. So, such people, when they go to extremes, we get into disease. So, we should know when to stop. Okay, we are not saying that you should not be emotional at all or you should not think and plan at all. That is not what we are trying to say. We are trying to say that we should not go to extremes. And these two channels are the boundaries. In Sanskrit, they are called as maryadas. Maryada means the boundary, which you should not cross. So when you cross the maryadas, then you get into diseases. That's what it means. Maryadas is the boundaries. Now, there is a channel in the center, which is called as the Sushumna Nadi, which runs along the spinal cord. It is represented pink in color, but it is actually white in color. Just for you to understand, it is pink in color, shown pink in color. This runs along the spinal cord. This belongs to the central or the present moment. It is not the past of the left. It is not the future of the right, but it belongs to the present moment. Oh, so if we are in the present moment always, then we will not fall into any kind of troubles. No emotional problems, no physical problems. So that is what we are trying to achieve through meditation, to pull our attention to the central moment, to the present moment, in this place, in this time, right here, right now. So this is called as the central channel through which we are able to remain in the present moment. Now, when we were in our mother's womb, when the fetus was forming, when the child was forming in the mother's womb, around 3 or 4 months, there is a very powerful energy which comes inside the mother's womb. Okay, it penetrates through the head of the child. Okay, it enters into the body, goes along the spinal cord, and starts creating all these chakras in the body. It puts all the necessary energy required for that human being for all his life. It's like a battery getting charged. So it puts all the energy there. It creates all the chakras. It creates all the nadis. Whatever is required for that person's life, it puts there in the chakras. So it creates all these chakras and nadis. And once the chakras and nadis are created, and when we are just about to be born, this energy, after finishing the creation work inside the body, it goes to the base of the spinal column and settles down there in a dormant state, not in a sleeping state. It doesn't sleep. It is very much active, but it does not perform any action. It is just watching what's happening there. So it remains in a dormant state. Sorry about the ad again. Okay. So this energy, which created us, which created the energy system inside our mother's womb when we were in our mother's womb, is known as the Kundalini. Kundal in Sanskrit means coil, a coil. Okay, so this is known as the Kundal, and it is like a motherly energy. They respected it as a motherly energy, so they called it as a Kundalini. It is a feminine form. Kundalini means a mother who is in our body in a coiled shape. That is known as Kundalini. So this energy goes to the base of the spinal column, as you can see here, in an inverted triangle. Yeah, this is called the sacrum bone. It goes inside the bone and it stays in a dormant state, in a inactive state, but not sleeping. Sleeping is not the right word. In an inactive state, it is watching what you're doing, but it does not perform any action. So as you can see in the picture here, this is called as a sacrum bone. Sacrum means sacred in Greek. Okay, so the Greeks, they used to burn the dead bodies in those days, and they found that all the body will become ash, but this bone will remain till the end. It needed more heat and energy to burn. So they said there is something sacred inside this bone, and they called it sacred bone. And that word came into our medical textbooks also as a sacrum bone. So this is the sacrum bone. It is represented in yoga as an inverted triangle. As you can see here, it is a big bone in the spinal column. And it is represented as an inverted triangle in the diagram here with a coiled energy inside it. In yoga terms, this is the Kundalini energy lying inside the sacrum bone. This is how the sacrum bone looks. Now, this is also in the subtle chart. You can see an inverted triangle, which is above the first energy center called the Muladhara chakra. This sacrum bone is above the Muladhara chakra, and this energy is laying dormant inside this sacrum bone. This is how it is represented in the subtle chart also. So that is why in yoga terms, we see this symbol often, the inverted triangle and the spiral. The spiral is nothing but the Kundalini energy. This is a very famous symbol, which you, if you have read books about yoga or Kundalini yoga and meditation, things like that, you would have come across these symbols a lot. This is what it represents. Now, after we are born, we use a lot of energy as we grow up. We go to school, we study, we go to college, graduate, go to work, spend a lot of energy, spend a lot of time. So where do we get all this energy? Where do we get all these qualities? Some people study well, some people don't study well, some people play sports well, some people don't play sports well, some people sing well, some people don't sing well. So everybody has certain qualities, everybody has certain talents, and everybody uses their energy as per what they have. So where do we get all these talents and where do we get all these energies from? We get it from the chakras. Okay. So as we grow up, we use our talents, we use our chakras, which are inside us, to elevate ourselves, to grow ourselves, to mature ourselves. But sometimes what happens, some of us may start using the chakras in the wrong way. That is, we go against the quality of the chakras. Every chakra has certain quality. We may start going against the quality without our knowledge. And when we do certain things against the quality of the chakra, we are unaware that we are damaging those chakras. Why? Because we cannot feel those chakras yet. Now, if you put your finger in the fire when you're a child, next time you will not put the finger in the fire because you know it will burn. Okay, you have tasted what fire is. So you will never do that mistake again. But when it comes to the chakras, we are not having that awareness in the central nervous system yet. It is not awakened. So we cannot feel those chakras. So sometimes we start acting against the quality of the chakra. Maybe a teenager will try to start smoking, or maybe he will try to consume alcohol. Maybe he might get into much bad habits such as drugs. There are so many distractions in the modern world. So he might get into any kind of a bad habit and act against the quality of the chakra, which he will not be aware. By acting against the quality of a chakra for a long period, the chakra becomes imbalanced. When the chakra becomes imbalanced, it will not supply energy to the organs it is taking care of, and the organ will start malfunctioning, and that is how we get a disease. So this is the main reason a human being gets into problems. Not only physical disease, any other problem, financial problem, job problem, marriage problem, family problem, everything comes from our chakras, which we are not aware of. Now, for example, I can give you an example of the second energy center, which is called as the Swadhisthana chakra. Now, this center takes care of our liver, our pancreas, our kidneys, lower portion of the intestines, the digestive system, etc. And also, the Swadhisthana chakra has a very important quality of supplying energy to the brain for the thinking process. We think a lot and act for the future. So when the person is always futuristic, worrying about the future and always planning about the future and having fear and anxiety about the future, he pumps more energy into the brain for this thinking, for this overthinking, which is not required. So when you pump more energy to one direction, it starts neglecting the organs it is taking care of. So it will not supply energy to the pancreas. The pancreas will not produce enough insulin, and the person will get diabetes. It is only at a physical level when we get the diabetes, we get symptoms, and then we go and check with the doctor, and they say you have diabetes, you have to eat medicine all your life. That's all. There is no cure. Only at a physical level, when the problem grew up, we were able to feel it. But the chakra started getting damaged 20 years ago. The Swadhisthana chakra was getting damaged 20 years ago, and we could not feel it. If by any chance we were able to feel that the chakras are getting damaged, we will not do it. And we will avoid the physical or emotional problems coming to us. It is because of our unawareness, we let it inside. So if by some chance you are able to feel the chakras getting damaged, we will avoid acting against it, and we will avoid the problem coming into us in the first place. Also, there's another example I can give you. This is a heart chakra at the level of the sternum bone. This heart chakra gives energy to the heart, the lungs, the breathing, the breaths in women. It supplies energy to all these organs. And the subtle quality of a heart chakra is courage and boldness, self-confidence, fearlessness. So when this chakra gets attacked, then the person becomes jittery. He has anxiety, he has fear, he has panic, So these are the symptoms that the heart chakra is getting attacked. Then eventually what will happen, because of this heart chakra getting damaged for continuously for 20, 30 years, then the person will develop a very weak heart, or he might get into asthma. Women get into breast cancer. All these kind of diseases come. He might get into a heart attack. All these things come because of the depletion of energy in the heart chakra. So this is just basically two examples I'm giving you. There are 7 chakras catering to different organs in the body, and it is going to supply energy to all the organs in the body. Now, I will... okay. Now, what Sri Mataji explains is that if by some means we are able to awaken this energy which is dormant in our sacrum bone, if we are able to awaken this Kundalini energy in our sacrum bone, this Kundalini energy will awaken for the first time in our life. All our life it was in a dormant state, inactive state. It will awaken, it will climb up the spinal cord, it will touch the energy centers, it will pass through the energy centers. This energy only created the chakras in our body. So it knows the state of the chakras, when it created and how much it is damaged. Very well, it knows. And when the Kundalini touches the energy center, you start getting some indications in your fingertips and palm. As you can see in this chart here, with the palm represented with the numbers 1 to 7. So every fingertip is a chakra. Okay, the nerves coming from every chakra from the spinal cord is terminating in your fingertips and palm. This is the nerve endings in your fingertips, which represent different chakras. So if a chakra is damaged or having problems, then it will indicate a form of a heat in the fingertips, or tingling or pricking sensation, a mild tingling or pricking sensation. That means that chakra is having some problem and we need to correct it. If the chakra is in a balance, we will feel a cool, soothing breeze coming out of that particular fingertip. Okay, this is not imagination. It is not an auto-suggestion in your mind, but you can literally feel it. Okay, this sensation is called as vibratory awareness in Sahaja Yoga. These are called as vibrations. Vibration doesn't mean physical vibration. Vibration is this sensations what you feel in your fingertips and palm when the Kundalini energy awakens. For the very first time in your life, you will start feeling your chakras in your fingertips and palm, which you could not feel before. Okay, this is called vibratory awareness. So using this vibratory awareness, we can detect which chakras are having problem in us, and we can correct our chakras, and we can come out of the problem. Now, and then what happens? This Kundalini energy actually climbs up, pierces through the forehead, enters into the brain. And in the brain, it is called as a limbic system. So it enters into the brain, starts opening. There are 1,000 main nadis in the brain. It starts slowly opening the nadis, and it pierces and comes out of the head. Okay. In the skull, when the child is born, you can see there is a very soft bone, like a cartilage. If you keep your hand there, you can feel the pulsation of the arteries in the brain. You can literally feel the heart beating there. It's not heartbeat, it's a pulse. So this bone is called as the fontanelle bone area. Again, fontanelle in Greek means a fountain bone. That means the Greek knew something about meditation. They call the bone sacrum bone, and they call this bone as a fontanelle bone, the fountain bone. Actually, the Kundalini energy pierces through this fontanelle bone and comes out of the head. This bone becomes very hard as we grow up, calcifies and becomes hard later. But as a child, it is very soft. So this is called as the soft bone or the fontanelle bone area. So this Kundalini energy actually pierces through this fontanelle bone area and comes out of the head. So this chakra on the top of the head is called as the Sahasrara chakra. Sahasrara means 1000. So this chakra is like a flower which is having 1000 petals. So this is the Sahasrara chakra. So this Kundalini energy actually pierces and comes out of the Sahasrara chakra. So at this point, when the energy comes out of the Sahasrara chakra, we are able to feel the vibrations or this energetical awareness all around us. We can feel that there is energy all around us. We can feel energy from things. We can feel energy from people. This energy is all around us. This awareness we did not have in the beginning, before the awakening of the Kundalini. But after the awakening of the Kundalini, we can feel it. And this energy does all kind of living work, like a seed becoming a tree becoming, giving flowers, the flowers becoming a fruit. This is all living work. We cannot do living work. Human beings can do only dead work. We can cut a tree and make a chair out of it. We cannot make a fruit come out of a flower. It is done by nature. So there is this energy which does all kind of living work around us. So we get sort of connected to this energy around us. Okay. So at this point where our own individual Kundalini energy awakens, comes out of the head and connects us to the power or the energy around us, is called or termed as yoga in Sanskrit. Yoga simply means, the word in Sanskrit, yoga means to be in union with or to be together with. That is the meaning of the word yoga. So we attain our yoga, our connection with this power outside us. Okay. So in these days, when we use the word yoga, immediately what comes to our mind all over the world is you spread a mat and you start doing stretching exercises. This is not the actual yoga. These are called yoga asanas. Asana means a position or an exercise or a stretching position. These yoga asanas are done to open our chakras, to facilitate or to allow the Kundalini to pass through our chakras very easily. This yoga should not be done, this asanas should not be done without proper guide and without proper understanding of our chakras. So nowadays, what happens is we don't know which chakras are having problem, and we start doing all kinds of yoga asanas and without having the awareness of what is the problem within us. Actually, yoga asanas were devised to find out which chakras are having problem in you, and you have to do that particular yoga asana to open that chakra alone. You should not do all the yoga asanas like what is written in the scriptures. There are thousands of asanas. You should not do everything. Only under the proper guidance of a guru who can see your chakras, who can feel your chakras. He will guide you, or he or she will guide you which chakra is having problem and which asana for you to do. Without that guidance, nowadays what we do is blindly we do all the exercises. Actually, this is not the yoga. These are called yoga asanas to facilitate the opening of the chakras and allow the Kundalini to pass through. Now, I will just play a short animation to show you how the Kundalini energy awakens and how it pierces through the fontanelle bone area.
Means that our own individual energy awakens and connects us to the subtle power outside. And hence, yoga is not possible without the awakening of the Kundalini energy.
So this is how the Kundalini energy actually awakens and pierces through the chakras and connects us to the power which is outside us, which is known as yoga or the union. So what happens after the yoga or the union? Once the Kundalini energy is activated, we get our yoga, and then what? So we have to practice the meditation. We have to sort of connect ourselves to this power outside, okay, every day, like how you are charging your mobile. You need some extra energy to charge your mobile, otherwise it is going to die. In the same way, we have to connect ourselves every day, meditate every day, practice. And by connecting us to the power outside, this Kundalini energy will open our chakras slowly, slowly, repair our chakras from inside slowly, slowly, and solve and eradicate all our problems. All our problems, not only health, wealth, family, children, wife, husband fights, fight with your boss. Everything is coming from your chakras. So if you are able to correct all your chakras, you will be able to correct all your problems, which is coming inside us. And you will be seeing that all the problems around you are solving and falling in place. And you will become a very peaceful, serene person. You will see that your life is going on very peacefully. And then you keep growing in your meditation, growing and growing, so that you avoid all kinds of problems coming to you. It will solve all your problems. This is what we are trying to achieve through our meditation. The goal of meditation is not just to heal my diabetes or my depression or my stress or anxiety or reduce my weight and reduce my fat. That is not the purpose of yoga. The purpose of yoga is for a higher cause, to come out of all these problems, which is a side effect. Yes, definitely will come out. But the main goal of Sahaja Yoga is to be connected to this energy outside, is to be in union in yoga every day and to solve the problems and live a peaceful, serene life. That is what we are trying to achieve through meditation, which we are trying to achieve through our yoga or our union. So now, this is the first part of Sahaja Yoga meditation, which was the theory. Now we will go into the practical guided meditation session of Sahaja Yoga meditation. Okay. So before we go into the guided meditation, if you have any doubts, you can open your mics and ask. If you do not have doubts, we will move to the practical session. And you can ask your questions at the end of the program also, if you have any doubts. All right. So to initiate ourselves, our teacher, Sri Mataji, has taught a very simple exercise to awaken this Kundalini energy. How are we going to start the meditation? We are going to start the meditation by starting our Kundalini energy. We are going to awaken the Kundalini energy. So we have to first start our car. Only then we can move. So we have to initiate it. So our teacher, Sri Mataji, has taught a few simple exercises to awaken this Kundalini energy. Now we will all open our eyes and see the video. I am going to show you the steps which we have to do, and then we will close our eyes and then we will do the steps with the guided meditation. This is what we are trying to do today. So let us jump into the practical session of Sahaja Yoga meditation. So first of all, you will sit.
قوية أطلقت 4 منتجات جديدة ورهيبة كالعادة.
Okay, YouTube, I will pay you $9. Please don't play the ads in between. Okay, now we will sit in a very comfortable position. You need not sit in the floor like you see in the picture here, just a representation. If you can sit in the floor, well and good. If you cannot sit in the floor, you can sit in the chair or you can sit in your bed, very relaxed, resting your back on the wall, however you feel. Comfort is more important than posture. So we will sit very comfortably, first of all. If you're sitting in the chair, please keep both your feet on the ground, on the earth. Do not keep it on a plastic floor or a plastic mat and things like that. You have to connect your feet to the ground because your chakras are also on your feet, like it is in your fingertips. And it is going to suck all the problems from the earth. It is going to suck all your problems from the chakra, the earth. So it is called as grounding. As you can say in electrical engineering, you see grounding or earthing, something like that. So you can keep both your feet on the ground, okay? And keep both your palm open on your lap, okay? So we are going to do 3 steps and take 3 affirmations, which are nothing but the quality of the chakras. First step, we will keep the left hand palm open on our lap, always. Left hand is the Idanadi, left channel, which is the channel of our desire. So by keeping the left hand palm open on our lap, we express our desire to have our Kundalini awakening today. So we'll keep the left hand palm open on our lap. The right hand, we will place it on 3 separate points. The first point is the left heart, okay? So in the left heart, the organ of the heart, Sri Mataji says there is a very powerful energy which resides in the heart, which is called as a spirit. And that is how the heart is beating continuously. And when the heart stops beating, the person is no more alive. So the life is going on by the beating of the heart. So we will keep the right hand in our heart and we will say, I am the pure energy in my heart. I am the pure spirit. This is the affirmation, which is the quality of this chakra. Step number 1. Step number 2, we will take the right hand and place it across the forehead like this. You can see what I am doing in the video, or you can see the picture. So this is keeping your hand across the forehead. This is called the Agya chakra. In yoga terms, it is called as a third eye, the eye through which you see inside, and they give very mystical names for it. It's very simple. It's called the Agya chakra, the third eye. So you keep your hands here and you say the affirmation that I forgive, because the quality of the Agya chakra is forgiveness. I know it is very difficult to forgive many people or many things which happen to us. All these thoughts come and bombard in our head in the Agya chakra, and it blocks the Agya chakra. So to relax the Agya chakra, we will say in general, I forgive everything and everyone. I forgive. So when you forgive, this Agya chakra will relax and it will allow the Kundalini to flow freely through the forehead. Now the last step is, we will keep the right hand on the top of the head, on the top point of the head. Okay. The center of the palm actually represents your Sahasrara chakra. Let me show you a picture. Let me find it for you. Here. Okay. So if you see here, it shows the picture of the palm with the points 1 to 7. These are all the chakras in our fingertips and palm. And the center of the palm is number 7, is the Sahasrara chakra. This is the last energy center. So we take the center of the palm, the Sahasrara chakra in our hand, and place it on the top point of the head, which is also the Sahasrara chakra on the head. Okay. We will apply little pressure. Okay. We will press and we will rotate the scalp region in a clockwise direction. In this way, we are going to massage. You have to move the skin in a clockwise direction. Pressure and move. You have to literally move the skin in clockwise direction, because the chakras are rotating in a clockwise direction. And every time we rotate, we will take the affirmation, which is nothing but the quality of the Sahasrara chakra. We will say, I want my self-realization. I want my self-realization. What is self-realization? You get to know that there is something more to yourself than just your physical body, your emotional body, your diseases, your problems. There is something more to you. You have chakras, you have energy, you can clean your problems, you can solve your problems. So you get to know more about yourself. That is self-realization. You're going to realize that there is something more to you. That is self-realization. So I'm going to show you also a short video clip which shows how to do the last exercise clearly. Okay, let us watch it so that you will understand it better.
Here you can see the lady. She's pressing her right hand on top of our head and also slowly rotating the scalp, the skin on top of the head in a clockwise direction 7 times. So by doing so, we will also take the affirmation that I want my self-realization. After we do these steps,
so I hope the step was clear for you. After we do this step of the request for self-realization, then we are going to sit in meditation. Until now, we have not started the meditation. We only did the exercise to awaken the Kundalini energy. Now, after the awakening, we are going to meditate. So how do we meditate? We bring both our hands, palm open in our lap, as you can see in the picture, and we have to meditate. So what is meditation? So if you had read books or tried to find out what is meditation, you might have come across many terms, concentration or one-pointedness, single-mindedness. Very tricky terms are there. Imagine a light or chant some mantras. So many people say many things about meditation. But meditation is very, very simple. What is meditation? It is just to move your attention, which is scattered outside, is to pull it back inside. That is meditation. So how can you pull your attention inside? That means something has to happen inside you. Then only the attention which is wandering outside in your problems has to come inside you. For that, when the Kundalini energy awakens, you start feeling the vibrations in your fingertips and palm, tingling, pricking, heat, whatever the sensations you feel. And also on the top of the head, whatever the sensations you feel. When something starts happening there, then the attention which is scattered outside comes inside you and starts going to one point. So it automatically goes to a point. You need not concentrate or force or focus between your third eye and eyebrows or nothing. You just have to see what's happening in your fingertips and palm and above your head, and sit quietly for 2-3 minutes. That is meditation. That is what we are trying to do after we do the exercise for self-realization. So first we are going to do the exercise, and then we are going to meditate for 2-3 minutes. And then after that, let us share our experience, what you felt in the meditation, rather than me telling you what you should be feeling. Okay, that is more practical. So I hope the steps are very clear for you. So let us begin our exercise and try the meditation out. All right. So I would request you all to close your eyes, sit comfortably, keep both your hands palm open on your lap, and we are all going to listen to the video, listen to the audio, and try the steps out and meditate. Thank you.
Request you to slowly close your eyes and keep both your hands palm open on your lap. Sri Mataji says, we cannot attain our self-realization if we do not have the desire to do so. It cannot be forced on anyone. So like a scientist with an open mind, let us try this experiment today. We will say in our mind that I desire to have my self-realization. From the bottom of our heart, let us say, I desire to have my self-realization. Now the left hand always stays on the lap, and eyes will remain closed until we tell you to open. Now we will take the right hand and place it on the left heart. Step number 1. Here we will take the affirmation that I am the pure spirit. I am the pure energy in my heart. I am not this body. I am not this mind. I am not this ego or the intellect. And hence I am not the diseases of the body and the mind too. But I am the pure energy. And I can solve all my problems. I am the pure energy in my heart. I am the pure energy in my heart. I am the pure energy in my heart. Now we will move in to the second step. We will slowly bring our right hand on our forehead. Here we will take the affirmation that I forgive. I forgive those who have hurt me, who have ill-treated me or insulted me. I forgive all the bad situations in my life. Without remembering any incidents or any person in particular, we will say, I forgive. Let us take the affirmation, I forgive. We can tell this point in our mind several times. I forgive. I forgive. I forgive. Now we will move into step number 3, the last step. So we will take the right hand, place it on the top of our head, apply little pressure, and then we will slowly start rotating our right hand by moving the skin of the scalp in a clockwise direction 7 times. And every time we rotate, we will take the affirmation, I want my self-realization. I want my self-realization. I want to feel the energy centers within me so that I can feel what is right and wrong in me and I can correct myself. I want my self-realization. Now, if you have finished your massage 7 times, you can slowly bring the right hand back on your lap. we will sit in silent meditation for 2 to 3 minutes and just enjoy the silence and peace which is coming from within. Now we can slowly, steadily relax, and slowly we can open our eyes. Now let us raise our right hand a little above our head, as you can see in the video, and try to check if you are able to feel any sort of a cool or warm sensation coming out of the head. It may be even tingling or pricking sensation. It may be a few inches above the head, little above or lower. Just try to check for the point. Now you can slowly bring the right hand back on your lap, and also you may check with the left hand now, because the left and right hand represent two different channels and you may feel different sensations. Honestly, see if you are able to feel anything. If you don't feel, there's nothing to worry about. Eventually, with practice, everybody will feel. Okay, now we can slowly bring the left hand also back on our lap. Now let us put some attention on our fingertips and palm and check whether we are able to feel any sort of a tingling, pricking, heat, coolness, numbness or heaviness. Whatever the sensations you feel in your fingertips and palm, just record it and check honestly whether you are able to feel. Now, one last time, as you can see in the picture, just bring both your hands palm open at the level of your heart. Now, slowly, steadily close your eyes. Put all your attention on your fingertips and palm. And see if you are able to feel any particular fingertip, left hand, right hand, or the center of the palm. Whatever you feel with your attention, just record it. Okay, now you can slowly relax and bring your both hands back on your lap.
All right. Hope you are able to try the exercise and the meditation. So now in the last part of the session, let us keep ourselves interactive. And I would like to know if you are able to feel any sensations, or you would like to ask any doubts, you would like to share your experience. Please open your mic and please ask questions. Let us keep the last part of the session little interactive. If you'd like to ask any question, or if you'd like to share any doubt, you can open your mic. No questions? Makes my life a little easy, but still, if you can ask questions is good. But also I understand that in the first session, you may not be able to have more questions, or you would like to, it takes a little time to understand what's happening. Even for me, in the very first session, I could not feel much sensations very strongly, but with the regular practice, I was advised to do some cleansing and regular meditation, and I started feeling the sensations in 1 or 2 weeks. So what I would request you all to do is the experience or the process we did today is called self-realization. Yes, somebody open the mic. Would you like to ask a question, sir?
Hi, good morning, sir.
Good morning to you. Yes, please. Your name, please.
My name is Hitesh Kumar.
Sukesh. Yes, Mr. Sukesh. Tell me, sir.
Hitesh, Hitesh.
Hitesh. Sorry about that. Yeah. Tell me, Mr. Hitesh.
It's okay. Yeah. Just asking about the meditation. Is anytime we be doing like that, or just in the morning and timing?
Yes, good question. I am going to explain how to do the meditation at home, how to practice it at home. This I'm going to tell in the end of the program.
Because sir, many times before I was doing meditation, but it's too much thinking, and it comes, it's not concentrated in the mind.
Yes. Because as a human being, it is impossible for anybody to stop thinking. It's not possible. People say meditation means you have to remain without any thoughts. The mind should be blank. It is true. That is meditation state. But it is not very easy to achieve it in the beginning. What happens is the Agya Chakra, the chakra on the forehead, is a very difficult chakra to cross. All the 3 nadis are crossing in the Agya Chakra. So the past and the future are crossing in your Agya Chakra. So that is why you're getting a lot of thoughts from the past and the future. All the time it is running. When you sit quietly, you either get thoughts from the past or you get thoughts from the future, because these 2 nadis are joined in the Agya Chakra. As you meditate and as you clear your chakra slowly, these 2 nadis open and create a gap. Okay, when it creates a gap, the Kundalini energy can pass freely through the Agya Chakra. When the Agya Chakra opens, there is a disconnection from your past and the future. Okay, and at that point, your thoughts will stop automatically. You cannot put concentration and effort, and you cannot stop your thoughts. Like how you hold your breathing, like that you can never stop your thoughts. It is impossible. The only way to stop your thoughts is to practice the meditation and open your Agya Chakra, which will happen eventually, and we are going to teach you how to do it. Very good question about the thoughts. Thank you very much.
Yeah, and then I have one more. So if we're starting for the beginner, we will start from where? From the focus in the head middle, or the focus in the nose and other places?
Okay. Now, in traditional yoga or meditation, many things, I have also read books. They used to say focus in between your eyebrows or focus on your third eye and things like that. We should focus on the Sahasrara Chakra, on the top point of the head. It's called as the Brahmarandra, means the hole towards the heaven. So that point is the point, the fontanelle bone area through which the Kundalini pierces and comes out. Okay, that is the point of focus. That also you should not concentrate and focus. What will happen is when the Kundalini pierces, you will start feeling cool breeze coming out of the head, and your focus will automatically go there. All these things should happen automatically. Thoughts will stop automatically. Focus will go to that point automatically. You should not force stopping your thoughts, or you should not force your attention there. It goes there automatically. So when the Kundalini becomes stronger, your meditation will automatically happen. This is what we are trying to do. But for beginning, just watch what's happening on the top of your head and the fingertips and palm, whatever the sensations you feel when you're sitting in meditation. That is where you should focus, actually. Or rather, focus is a bad word. I would say witness what's happening there. See what's happening there. That's it. Don't focus also.
Yeah, thank you so much, sir.
Okay, thank you. Wonderful. Two very, very good questions about thoughts and about attention. Very good questions. Thank you very much. Anybody else? Any other questions? Please. Okay, so now I will tell you how to practice the meditation. Like the gentleman was asking what time to meditate, how to meditate, and things like that. Now, the process we had today in our program is called self-realization or awakening of the Kundalini energy. Okay, now your engine has started, sort of. Now you have to practice the meditation. So, how to practice the meditation? So, Sahaja Yoga meditation works with regular practice. And if you can meditate for 10 minutes every day, it's more than enough. You don't need to sit in meditation for hours together, 3 hours, 4 hours. That's not required. If you sit for 10 minutes every day, it's more than enough. But if you sit weekly once or monthly once, I will meditate for 4 hours and I will not do meditation every day, then it will not work out. It works out with a regular practice. You have to bring about a regular practice in your routine. You have to make time for yourself and sit in meditation for 10 minutes, 15 minutes every day. Then the meditation works much faster, cleansing happens much faster. When you charge yourself every day, when you connect yourself to the power source every day, this is how you have to meditate. So the best time to meditate is early morning when you get up from a good night's sleep. You had good rest for your brain or your mind. When there are not too many thoughts bombarding in your brain, that is the best time to meditate. So if you are able to get up in the morning for your routine jobs before you get ready, try to sit for 10 minutes of meditation in the morning. So how to meditate? You don't even need to do these steps. The steps is only for the awakening of the Kundalini. So if you keep both your hands, palm open on your lap, sit like how you sat today, close your eyes, and just watch what's happening on the top of your head and your fingertips and palm. Okay, that is all. So just try to record what's happening there. That is meditation. So try to do the meditation for 10 minutes every day. If possible, at least 2 or 3 times a week in the beginning. In the beginning, I know it's difficult to bring something new in your routine. Try to sit and come for the follow-up sessions. We have 15 weeks of basic meditation sessions where we will be teaching you all the basics, what you need to know about your chakras, your diseases, your problems, how to clear them, everything. We are going to teach everything to you. So in the 15 weeks, we will teach you the basics, and then from there, we will take it forward from there. So I would request you to practice the meditation every day and come for the follow-up program. Before we end the program, I am also requesting you to put your mobile numbers in the chat box. I put my mobile number there. You can contact me anytime. And I would request you to put your mobile numbers in the chat box, and I am going to send you the video record presentations for the 15 weeks. You need to watch one video per week, and you have to practice it in that week. You have to learn it. It's sort of a homework we are giving you because we cannot teach everything to everybody in 1 hour. So this is something we have prepared for the participants to watch and learn from home, and then you can practice at home. So please post your mobile numbers. Yeah, Joe, I already have your number. Yeah, thank you for posting your numbers there. I would request all the people who have come new, please post your numbers so that I can send you the WhatsApp message with the tutorial lessons. So this is our presentation for Sahaja Yoga meditation, and hope you learned something new today, or hope you tried it out, and hope you will practice and you will benefit from it. So please practice the meditation at home, and please come back for our follow-up sessions so that we can take it forward from there. So if you have any questions, I am still open, or if you do not have any questions, we can politely leave the program. We are done for the session today. Thank you very much for joining. Thanks, everyone.